Welcome to our channel. Please like and subscribe. Imagine waking up one day and slowly realizing that everything around you is getting harder. Jobs are disappearing, prices feel heavier, opportunities start shrinking, and no one around you seems completely sure why. That feeling, that quiet, creeping slowdown, has a name. It's called a recession. And today we're going to break it down in the simplest way possible. No confusing jargon, no complicated economics, just a clear human explanation of what a recession really is and why it matters to you. Let's start with the basics. At its core, a recession is when the economy slows down. That's it. But what does that actually mean? Think of the economy like a giant machine. This machine runs on spending. People buy things, businesses invest money, companies hire workers, money flows like blood through a body. Now, a recession happens when that flow starts to weaken. People spend less, businesses earn less, companies stop hiring, and sometimes they start letting people go. The machine begins to slow. Technically, economists often say a recession happens when a country's economy shrinks for 2 consecutive quarters. That's about 6 months, but honestly, you don't need that definition to feel it. Because recessions are not just numbers. They're experiences, they show up in real life. So, why does this slowdown happen? There's no single cause, but there are a few common triggers. First, people stop spending. Maybe they're worried about the future. Maybe prices are too high. Or maybe they've lost income. When people spend less, businesses make less money. And when businesses make less money, they start cutting costs. That can mean fewer workers, lower wages, less investment. Second, interest rates. When central banks raise interest rates, borrowing money becomes more expensive. Loans for homes, cars, or businesses suddenly cost more, so people borrow less, businesses invest less, and again, the economy slows. Third, shocks, unexpected events, a financial crisis, a pandemic, a sudden collapse in a major industry. These shocks can ripple through the economy, causing fear and pulling spending down. Now let's talk about what a recession actually looks like, because this is where it becomes real. Unemployment usually rises. Companies start laying off workers. Hiring freezes become common. Finding a job gets harder. Businesses struggle. Some shrink, some close entirely. Especially smaller businesses that don't have much cushion. People become cautious, they spend less, they save more, they delay big purchases, homes, cars, investments, and there's something else, something less visible. Confidence drops. People feel uncertain, and that feeling alone can make the recession worse. Because when people are afraid, they pull back even more. You might be thinking, okay, so the economy slows down. Why does it really matter? It matters because it affects real lives. It affects jobs, income, opportunities, plans, dreams. A recession can delay someone's career, force a family to cut back, push a business to close its doors. It's not just an economic event, it's a human one. But here's something important. Recessions are also a normal part of the economic cycle. Economies don't grow forever in a straight line. They expand, they contract, they recover. So how long does a recession last? The truth is, it depends. Some are short, a few months, others last longer, a year or more. But historically, most economies do recover. Growth returns, jobs come back. Spending picks up again. The machine starts moving faster. Now here's the question that matters most. What can you do about it? You can't control the entire economy, but you can prepare yourself. Building savings helps. Reducing unnecessary debt helps. Having multiple sources of income can make a big difference, and perhaps most importantly, understanding what's happening. Because fear grows in confusion, but clarity gives you control. So let's bring it all together. A recession is not just a technical term, it's a slowdown in the flow of money, a period where spending drops, businesses struggle, and uncertainty rises. It can be difficult, it can be stressful, but it's also temporary. Economies recover, opportunities return, and understanding what's happening puts you one step ahead. So the next time you hear the word recession, you won't just hear fear. You'll understand the process behind it. And that understanding is powerful. If you found this helpful, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned. Because in a world that feels uncertain, knowledge is one of the few things that gives you an edge. That was excellent. Please like and subscribe for daily lessons. See you next time.